Hi, all, and thank you for joining us for the project report meeting for young artists in the workforce. I'm Sarah, the project lead, and this is Andrew, who has just decided to join us to carry out the event. So, first of all, I'd like to say thank you to Andrew for joining in on the project. A progress report meeting is what we're doing right now, and I'd just like to let you know where we are currently. I know we've talked about the event via email, but I just will give you a quick overview of what we're exactly doing. The problem that we're trying to solve is that there are few jobs for local young visual artists that aren't teachers. And because of this, they're moving out of Fort Collins where there are more opportunities, like in Denver. This is a problem because it creates the reality that Fort Collins' artistic community will be censored and lacking in young, progressive, artistic rhetoric. What we are doing is having an event where prominent arts leaders and business people in the community will come together and discuss the existing jobs, as well as come up with new ideas for new job opportunities for this group of people. Each of these arts organization representatives will then be tasked with taking one of the new work ideas for these artists and implementing them to fruition within their organization.
Well, how do you actually know that the arts leader will implement those job opportunities?
So, because of the nature of the artistic community here in Fort Collins, everyone's in really close contact with each other. And part of the evaluation phase is where you and I will follow up on the progress of implementation for all of these new jobs.
Okay. How many jobs are you hoping to create?
There are 8 organizations involved in the event, so I'm hoping that at least 5 new job opportunities will be created through this community outreach project. So I'm going to give you a summary of the project process. As of right now, I've already contacted all of the arts organizations that I'd like to invite to the event. At first, many were on board for a late April meeting, but due to the scheduling of those involved and the busy art season that's occurring, many of the invited arts company guests had too much on their plate, so we decided for a more feasible time. We decided to move the event to June 4th from 1 to 3, and it will be at the Washington's Music Venue, where they have decided to donate their space and some of the office supplies for the meeting. Now we can talk about the targeted group and the beneficiaries and the local project partners. So some of the targeted group members are excited and ready to contribute to the event. Having said that, I think a lot more outreach to the target audience is necessary so that they will be aware of the work that we will be doing to support them, and then they'll be able to utilize the tools and other job opportunities that we will be able to then offer.
Who exactly is the targeted audience?
Yeah, so the people that we're trying to help in the community outreach is young college-educated visual artists in Fort Collins, specifically those that aren't teachers. There are many more teaching jobs in Fort Collins for artists and less professional visual arts creation jobs. The reason for that is because they don't have enough work opportunities to sustain their life here in this city. Now I'm going to talk about some of the difficulties that we faced during the project. So, like in many projects, timing has been difficult for the partnered entities, which then did lead to a large change in the project planning. The lesson I've learned from scheduling this scheduling problem is that it's a good opportunity and choice to talk to the people in Fort Collins that are attempting to participate to see what schedule would work best for them. Many of the people in Fort Collins participate in the same activities, and it would have been helpful for me to realize the busy times for artists and people in the arts in Fort Collins. So now we can go into a little bit of the evaluation and what we're going to do to make sure that this project is successful. So as it may seem obvious, something that I've noticed during this implementation stage is that I would like more people involved. I've had many people hear about the event and ask to join in. However, I didn't start the conversation early enough. So starting the conversation would have been a good idea to recruit those who are willing to help. In summation for the evaluation, we'll continue to do outreach in the arts community to recruit more parties. That's what I need your help doing and what we will have to do, and we'll have a separate meeting about that. Okay, some of the perspectives that I've had at this point are that we need to do more outreach to our target audience, and we need to involve them in the conversation that we're having. They need to be aware of the future opportunities that they may have after this event. We also need to make sure to keep our evaluation and follow through for this event very tight. So we need to know that these new jobs are actually being implemented through the arts organizations. As of right now, that is where we are in the project. Do you have any questions?
I don't think so.
Okay, great. Well, thank you for coming, and I know that we'll meet again next week to discuss your new responsibilities to the project in its current state. So thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.